Hey everyone, Brandon here, coming to you today from Eastern North Carolina. We've been out here at Darkwater Enterprises. We've been out today doing some root digs on some of our plot work that we have out this year. And one of the plots, that I wanted to talk to y'all about today is our starter and 2x2 plot versus no starter or no 2x2. As we went into this spring, there was a lot of talks from guys about cutting back on inputs on corn just because of what the price was doing. So what we decided to do was put out a plot that literally is just looking at, running a base program, no starter, no 2x2, just straight nitrogen, and any dry fertility that was called for, versus kind of meeting what that dry fertility need was, plus adding in and getting some of our nutrient needs in that in-furrow, that 2x2 early season application, and kind of splitting some of that timing of that fertility up. So we got out there today. This field was planted on April 14th. So we're about 21 days, give or take, from the day that this corn was planted. And in that time frame, so we planted into ideal conditions, had great soil moisture. But since then, here at this location, we've only had about 1/10 of an inch of rain since that corn crop was planted. So everything that we're kind of seeing, it's 85 degrees out here today, and where we do have the 2x2 in the in-furrow, that corn's still standing tall, the leaves are standing out. Where we don't have that, we're starting to see a little bit of stress moving in. So wanted to touch a little bit here, so kind of what our program is as far as our in-furrow and our 2x2. All in on that, it's going to cost roughly about 25 bushels of corn at today's commodity prices for September, based on what we put out there. So that's kind of where we're standing at, and as the season progresses, we'll follow this through. We're going to get yields on this. We're going to see, kind of where our payoff was. But as far as for our in-furrow, we have Total Phos Plus out there. We have MicroPak, zinc, manganese, our biology product, Buncha Bugs, along with Biovate XP. In that mix, we also had a little bit of sweet success. When we moved into our 2x2, we put out a little bit of 32% nitrogen, added some more Total Phos Plus into that mix. We had Komplete in that mix, S17 in that mix, and we also had B10 and Carbon RX. So we kind of covered all of our bases between the in-furrow and the 2x2, kind of to give this crop the best shot that it could possibly have once it come out of the ground. What we're seeing here in this picture, so on the left-hand side is the untreated, so no in-furrow, no 2x2. On the right-hand side of this picture is the in-furrow with 2x2. So kind of first initial glance, when you look at this, there is a color difference to this crop. The treated seems to be just a little bit greener. The other thing that we kind of want to look at here is just look at the roots in general for the crop. So our seed roots on the treated with the 2x2 in-furrow seem to be a little bit better than the untreated. And if we start looking, we also see that our secondary roots are reaching out a little bit further. So like I said a few minutes ago, yesterday and today it's been 90 degrees here. We haven't had any rain. You can visually start to see some of that stress event starting to happen on that untreated, just because of the smaller root system on that crop. So what I want to do now is actually I'm going to show you the seed roots a little bit closer. So if we take a look here at the untreated seed roots, we can see that we have really some really good development here. But then when you look at that compared to our treated area, it's just phenomenal the amount of seed roots that we were getting there. So these seed roots helped us really establish this crop. It give us an opportunity to kind of expand that root system and get into some more nutrition, get into some more water availability out there in the field. So y'all stay tuned as we move through growing season. I'll be giving updates on this plot just to kind of keep everybody up to date and kind of see where everything's going.